So today we are going to discuss about a small concept called naming conventions in Java. So once we do that, we will start with Selenium today. Okay. So 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 what exactly the naming conventions that we need to follow? So when we're writing a class or a method or a variable, right, or an interface. Okay. So we'll see different naming conventions that we can use. Okay. So normally for a class, so normally the class name should start with a uppercase letter. Okay. So normally the class should start with a uppercase letter. So if there are more than one word in a class, normally, so the second letter also should start with the uppercase letters. Okay. So let me close everything. If you see this, normally the starting letter of a class should start with a uppercase letter. If there are more than one words that we have in a class, here the second words also should start with uppercase letter. Okay, that is a naming convention that we need to follow for classes. The same for interface. Okay, so same for
Sir, your
interfaces.
voice is
So
not clear, sir.
voice is not clear. For everyone, it is same.
Yes.
Just
No,
a
sir.
second. Can you guys hear me now?
Yeah, fine.
Yes, sir.
Okay. So normally, whenever you're writing a class name, so start with capital letter. If the class contains more than one word, let's say I'm giving some example here. So let's say this is a class name. You should not give normally the class name. Class name should be normally noun. We have to give like bank, ICICI, something like that. We need to give. So if you have more than one word, the second letter from the second word first letter should start with a capital letter again. And also same works for interfaces also. So we take an interface. So let's say this is an interface. Not this, not an interface. Let's just say. Okay. So let's say this is also an interface, right? Even interfaces should start with a capital letter. And if they have more than one word, the second word again should start with a capital letter only. Okay, first letters. So this is about the naming convention for both interfaces and classes. So if you see here, classes and interfaces both should start with a uppercase letter, and also second words should start with uppercase letters. Okay, that we call it as a camel case. So what is camel case? If there are more than one word in a class or an interface, the second letter should start, second word, first letter should start with uppercase letter. Okay, I have written it here. If you see, if more, if name contains more than one word, from the second word onwards, again the first letter should be, uppercase letter. Okay, that we call it as camel case. So normally classes and interfaces should start with uppercase letter. From the second words, again start with uppercase letter. And what about method? For methods, the starting letter should be lowercase letter. Okay, the starting letter should be lowercase letter. Again, the second word, again we have to start with the uppercase letter. But the starting letter difference will be there. For classes and interface, starting letter will be uppercase letter. For methods and variables, variables are the same, lowercase letter. Okay. For method, it should start with a lowercase letter. If there are more than one word, again the second word should start with uppercase letter. If we see an example, like for any method, If you see, there is a method called get rate of interest. Here the first letter I have kept is small letter. If you have more than one word, right? Rate is one word and off is one word, interest is one word. Again, we have to start with a uppercase letter from the second word onwards. Variables also same. The starting letter should be lowercase letter. From the second word, we have to start again with the uppercase letter. So here I have given complete name. We have only one name. That is the reason we have started with the lowercase letter. Let me say any example that we have. Not this one. So everything should start with a lowercase letter only. I think we don't have any method which starts with a two words. That's fine. So if for any interfaces or classes or methods or variables, whatever you take, the second word should start with uppercase letter. But what about the first letter? For the classes and interfaces, you should start with uppercase. For variables and methods, you should start with a lowercase. Okay. And also we have certain things that we need to follow when we are declaring a variable. So the variables should not start with ampersand or dollar or underscore. We should not use these special characters. Okay, we should not use ampersand and then dollar or underscore symbols. We should not use. Okay, so these we cannot start. We should not start variables with these special characters. Okay. And what about package? Package we already discussed. So package name normally we divide it with a dot symbol. So that will be a folder in C drive, right? So package name, all the details of the package should be in a lowercase letters only. Okay. It should start with a lowercase letter, package name. If multiple words are present, should be separated by dots. Okay. So what about constants? Constants are nothing but whatever the variable that we keep as final, those are constants, right? Final keyword. So those we have to write with a all letters we have to keep it as a capital letters for constants. So it should be in uppercase letters. If multiple words are present, should be separated by underscore. That is the syntax. Let's say we have a final keyword. Okay, let me take final. Where is final? Yeah. Here we are not using any final. Let's say if we are saying this as a number, we should not write like this if it is a final variable. If it is a final variable, we should write like this. All should be in uppercase letters. If there are more than one words, we have to give it as underscore. Let's say this is a minimum number. So min underscore number, something like this we need to write. All the letters should be capital letters, and also we need to keep underscore if you want to separate the words. This is about the final keyboard, final keywords. This is final. Here we need to write. Right. This is the syntax for constants. All the letters should be in uppercase letters. If multiple words are present, should be separated by underscore, like this. Okay, max h or mini h, whatever it is. All the letters should be capital letters. And we are following camel case notation everywhere. When we talk about second words always start with a capital letter. Okay. What is camel case notation? Camel case is nothing but if name contains more than one word, from the second word, it should start with the uppercase letter. For classes, interfaces, and methods and variables, for all these things, second word should start with uppercase. This is about the naming convention. Hope everyone clear. Any questions?
No, sir.
Okay, fine. So that's about Java. Okay. We are closing Java for now, right? Okay. So let's start with Selenium introduction. Okay. Okay. So we are going to apply some concepts of Java in Selenium. Okay, because we are using Java only, right? Programming language is Java, so we might use some of the concepts like set. Okay, So different things we'll use, like object creation, different things we'll see. So when we talk about Selenium, so we're going to cover these topics. So like what exactly automation testing means, right? So what are the benefits of automation testing? Why we are going for automation testing? We have a manual testing, like why we are going for automation. Okay, that we should know. And what are the different types of testing can be automated? Okay, and the different automation tools that we have, right? And what is Selenium and why we are going for Selenium? Different Selenium components. Selenium is not a single tool. There are multiple tools are available in Selenium. So what are the different tools are available in Selenium, right? And who developed Selenium? So these things we're going to learn. Okay. So first of all, so what is automation testing? Okay, making the manual process automated is called automation testing. So whatever you are doing manually by opening the browser, okay, entering some fields, some text, clicking on the buttons and verifying some text, expected behavior, what exactly happening on the application, that we are doing manually. So if we can automate that, that is called as automation testing. If some tool is doing that, that is called as automation testing. Okay, so making manual testing process automated is called automation testing with the help of some tool. We have to use different tools are available in the market. Okay, we can use any of the tool to automate our test cases or functionality of the application. So in other words, automation testing is a process of identifying various functionalities in the project. Like say we are going to do regression testing. So what is regression testing? Whenever there is a change in the application, we have to test all the existing functionalities also. That is called as regression testing. So let's say regression test cases are 500 test cases are there. Now we are doing some additional functionality we are adding to the application. So we need to check all the existing 500 test cases again manually. So that is a big process. Every time we have to check whenever there is a change in the application. So we cannot put more effort or we cannot put more resources or team members in the project for doing that. If we can automate that, so instead of doing 1 week or 2 weeks of regression testing or 3 weeks, so we can complete it within 3 to 4 hours or max to 5 hours, something like that. Okay, because of the automation we have already automated, we can reduce the time and we can reduce the cost that we are spending on the resources or employees. That is the main purpose that we are going for automation testing. So automation testing is a process of identifying various functionalities like regression testing. Okay, so which needs to be repetitively tested. So those we can automate, so we can reduce the time and cost. So the developing, so which needs to be repeatedly tested, then developing and executing automate tests to validate those functionalities. With the help of tool that we are going to validate the same thing that we are doing as manually. Okay, so this is nothing but automation testing. Whatever the human is doing, human beings are doing, like the testing by seeing with their eyes and all. If some tool is doing all those things, that is called as automation testing. We're going to automate everything, right? What are the benefits of automation testing that we have? It is very fast. As I said, instead of taking 2 to 3 weeks, we can complete our testing within nothing but execution, test cases execution. We can complete it within 5 hours or 6 hours based on the number of test scripts that we have. And also it is reliable. Reliable in the sense consistently it will provide the good quality kind of. Okay. So once you write the script will work the same when you run 100 times also. Okay, but human errors will be there. Normally when you are doing manual testing, human errors might be there. You can test properly or you cannot test properly. You can ignore some errors or something like that, right? But this tool will not do anything like that. Once you automate those scenarios, whatever you automate, those will check every time. It will provide the same quality. Okay, it's reliable kind of and repeatable. Okay, we can repeat the test scripts execution each and every time. We can repeat the reuse and repeatability. We can commonly say it repeatable. We can repeat the existing test cases. We can execute n number of times. In a day, you can execute 3 to 4 times also, based on the bandwidth that you have. Okay, if you have any failures, again you can re-execute. Okay, similarly, in a week, you can execute 2 to 3 times based on our deployments that we have. And also, it is reusable. The scripts that we are writing are reusable scripts. Okay, so these are the different benefits that we have when we automate any functionality or any project, any application. Okay, so what is automation testing? So automation testing is nothing but automating the complete application, and it's not a replacement of manual testing. Okay, so even though manual testing is needed, automation reduces the effort when it comes to regression testing point of view. But when it comes to new functionality, that we have to test manually only, because there will be a lot of bugs will come. So when we are going for automation, application should be stable. Then only we can go for automation to check the existing functionality is working fine or not. But whenever there is a new functionality, that we have to test manually only because of lot of issues. Okay, normally we get lot of bugs. So manual testing is not a replacement for manual testing, but the additional process that we can speed up the testing, complete the testing point of view. Okay, so that's our given point here. It's not a replacement for manual testing, but it is an additional effort where we can speed up the testing and reduce the time. Okay, clear? Okay. So what types of testing can be automated? So we have a functional testing types and non-functional testing, right? So functionality is whatever we are trying to check as a functional tester that we can automate using some tools, and even non-functionality like performance testing, all those things can be also be automated. Okay, we have different tools for that. But we are, as a functional testers, we are going to look out only for functional testing point of view only. Non-functional testing or performance testing, we are not going to look at. But we should know what are the different tools are available. So when it comes to functional testing, so Selenium is one of the popular tool. Along with that, we have UFT, Cypress, okay, Test Complete. Okay, we have different tools available in the market. And non-functional testing also we have. So these all the non-functional testing we can automate, and also functional testing we can automate. Okay. So we will see in the next slide, we will see the different tools available. Like when it comes to functional testing, whatever we are doing, that is a functional testing. When it comes to non-functional testing, that is load and performance testing, those can be automated. Okay, these two types of testing can be automated. These are the different tools, right, available in the market. To automate the functionality, we have the different tools, and to automate the performance testing, we have a different tools. So we have unified functional testing, UFT, okay, Selenium, APM, Cypress, Test Complete, Coded UI, n number of tools are available in the market. Okay, you can use any of these tools to automate your application based on your needs. Okay, and why we are choosing Selenium, that what we will see. Okay, and also we have different performance testing tools are available like JMeter, okay, Load Runner, different tools are there. Okay. Clear? So when it comes to, like, we are not going to concentrate on this performance testing because it's non-functional testing. So we are concentrating only functional testing because we are a functional testers. Okay, manual testing can also be called as functional testing. When you go to any project, are you a functional tester or automation tester, they'll ask. We are a functional tester. Normally, automating functionality only. So normally we can call it as a functional tester. Normally do the manual testing kind of. Okay. So automation testers, they call it as automation tester. So whenever they say functional tester means even automation also do the functional testing only. But the terminology, what they call is like functional tester, manual tester as functional tester, and then automation tester. Okay. So the next slide we will see why we are what is Selenium first, and then why we are going to choose Selenium. So what is Selenium? Selenium is an automation tool that everyone knows. What it automates? It automates the web application. There are two types of applications that we have normally. One is web-based applications. The next one is Windows-based applications. Okay. So what is web-based applications? So whatever the application that you are opening in the Chrome browser or any of the browser like Internet Explorer or Edge, those are called web-based applications because we are opening in the browser. So let's say Amazon.in. Let me open Amazon. So this is a web-based application. Gmail is a web-based application. Flipkart is a web-based application. Okay. Facebook is a web-based application because we can open Facebook in browser, right? There are different types of applications are there. Whatever the applications that we can open in the browsers, those are called web-based applications. And whatever the applications that we can install in our machine, in our laptop, those are called Windows-based applications. Okay, there are two types of applications are there. Okay. So what are the two types of applications? Normally we see web-based applications, Windows-based applications. Okay, so what are the examples of web-based applications? We have different types of, we have Gmail is a web-based application. Okay, Amazon, whatever things you can open on the browser, those are web-based applications. Amazon, Flipkart. Okay. Internet banking is there. ICICI, internet banking, net banking apps are, those are all web-based applications. Even though we have Android or iOS apps, but still there are web-based applications because they can open in browsers. different types of applications are there. So when it comes to Windows-based applications, so what are Windows-based applications? The applications that we can install in your machine are called Windows-based applications. In your laptop, you can install. So if we talk about Windows-based applications, so VLC media player, normally we'll see movies, right? So this is a Windows media. Okay. So this is a Windows-based application. And also MS Office, this we'll install in our machine, right? This is a Windows-based application. Okay. So we have different types of applications are there. Whatever the things that you can open, like Eclipse is also Windows-based application. Okay, whatever the things that you can open in your machine, if you install in your machine, those are Windows-based applications. So now what Selenium will do? So can Selenium automate these two applications, Windows-based and web-based? No. Selenium automates only web-based applications, which we can open in the browsers. It will not. Selenium does not support for automation of Windows-based applications. Okay, it supports only automation of web-based applications. Why? Because around 70% of applications are web-based applications only. Windows-based applications very rarely we develop and use. 70 to 80% of applications that are in the market or whatever the projects that we'll be having, so mostly are web-based applications. Around 70 to 80% we can say. This is not exact figure, but I'm giving some random. Okay, but most of the applications that we see in the market are web-based applications. Okay, so Selenium automates web-based applications, but not Windows-based applications. If Windows-based applications, if you need automation, so you have to choose some other tool, not Selenium, like UFT. Okay, so we have UFT in the market. So then you have to choose UFT, Unified Functional Testing Tool, so which automates both web-based and Windows-based applications. But the problem is UFT is a licensed tool. We have to pay some money to the company which is providing UFT. Okay, but Selenium is an open source. What is open source? Open is nothing but free tool. Selenium is free. We can say free. Okay, you can download from the internet. Okay, so UFT is like but UFT has a very good features. Okay, but it's a paid tool. So currently no one is using UFT because we have the things that we have to automate. We have to use some scripting language, not the programming language. Okay, in UFT, what we're doing is we're using some scripting language called VB scripting, Visual Basic Scripting. Okay, that is not a programming language, but everyone will be interested in learning programming language, but not VB scripting. Okay, right? So if you know one programming language, so there are different other tools are available so that we can automate our scenarios. It's in programming language, using some programming language. Okay, so Unified Functional Testing is a good tool, but still they are using Visual Basic Scripting. Okay, that's about the Selenium. Selenium is a free tool which automates the web-based applications. That is the main point that you have to understand. Why it is popular? Because most of the applications are web-based applications. We are going for a free tool. So why to spend money on this? We are spending money on the test engineers, like automation testers. But why to spend money on the tool? You can use free tools. And we have a lot of features in Selenium also. Okay. So, and also one more important point about Selenium is it supports different browsers. We are automating in browsers only, applications in browsers, not only Chrome browser, it supports Internet Explorer browser, Edge browser, Opera. Okay, and also when we are using Mac OS, right, it supports Safari browser. In different browsers, we can automate our scenarios. We can check our application is working perfectly and in other browsers also, not only single browser. Okay, and also Selenium supports multiple operating systems. We can install Selenium in our Windows machine, we can install in Mac OS machine, or we can install in Linux machine. Different operating systems it supports. Different browsers, different operating systems. Okay, and also different languages. Not only we can automate the Selenium in Java, we can automate the Selenium in C#, whatever the programming language that we know, we can automate Selenium in that corresponding programming language. Till now we are taught about Java, right? We are going to learn about Java. But if you know C#, you can learn Selenium in C# also, or Python. Okay, different languages also it will support. Okay, so that's about Selenium. So Selenium is a free tool where we can automate web applications across different browsers and different platforms. Platform is nothing but operating systems. Okay, and also can use multiple programming languages like Java, C Sharp, Python, and as JavaScript, scripting language, JavaScript also there. So you can use any of the Java is different, JavaScript is different. Okay, so you can use any of the programming language. And why we are choosing Selenium? So these are the advantages. I already discussed about all the advantages. Okay, the first one is open source. The main point is open source, and based on it has a good support, good features we have in Selenium where we can reuse for our automation purpose. Okay, so we have a language and framework support. Language, multiple languages it will support. That is a good feature. Okay, so not everyone knows Java, right? Some people might have learned Python also. So based on the language that they know, so they'll be learning Selenium. Syntax will change based on the language. Okay. So it supports multi-browser support will be there, different browsers. Okay, Chrome, Safari, what are the different browsers it will support? I will show you. Okay, in some time. And across various operating systems. Okay, Mac OS, Windows, we can install Selenium in any of these machines. And ease of implementation. Ease of implementation is which to learn Selenium and to implement everything is very easy. Okay, Selenium is not that difficult. Java is difficult that we already learned. Okay, did everyone feel Java easy or difficult? You have to answer. Java is difficult or easy?
Difficult, sir.
Complicate?
Yes, sir.
So, no answering like online. Guys, Java is easy or difficult?
It's not
Difficult,
that easy,
sir.
sir.
Difficult,
Out of
sir.
syllabus, huh?
Difficult.
Question.
Yeah.
Okay.
Difficult.
Fine.
It's a little bit difficult.
Yeah, so you have to practice a lot to learn Java. So even I'm from AAA background, so I learned Java, right? I've learned so many programming languages. See, even if I can learn, so anyone can learn. Okay. Okay. So initial stages, I don't know how to write for loop also. I used to ask CSC students when I joined Infosys. My first company was Infosys. Okay. So when I joined Infosys, I used to ask people how to write for loop, how exactly it works. I used to ask them. Okay. I was trained in Mysore. Okay. So if I can learn, anyone can learn, but practice is needed. That's it. So we can implement the Selenium very easily. So we can understand. So Selenium will be very interesting also when compared to Java. Okay, Java concepts understanding. So those concepts will implement here in Selenium also, but understanding Selenium is easy. It will be quite interesting. Okay, and reusability. So reusability is whatever the script that we can automate, so that we can reuse each and every time. Okay, and easy to learn and use, as I told earlier. So easy to learn and use. So these are the different benefits that we have with respect to Selenium. So that is the reason we are choosing Selenium. If you are going to any Windows automation project, don't choose that. Okay, choose web-based. Say that I don't know. I know only web-based automation. Okay, don't choose any Windows-based automation. Okay. So Selenium components. Okay, Selenium not a single tool. Okay, Selenium is a set of different tools, right? We call it as a Selenium suite or suite, whatever you call it. Okay. So Selenium suite, we have different tools available in Selenium. Okay, what are the different tools available? Different components available in Selenium. Selenium IDE, right? Selenium WebDriver. Okay, Selenium RC is not there. The second one is not there. Okay, it was gone long back. It was merged into Selenium WebDriver only. So we can call it a Selenium WebDriver. There are only 3 components are available now. One is Selenium IDE, second one is Selenium WebDriver, and the third one is Selenium Grid. There are mainly 3 components available in Selenium suite. Selenium is not a single tool; it's a set of multiple tools. Okay, but mostly what we use is Selenium WebDriver. Okay, the scripting, whatever we're trying to do now, so everything we do as part of Selenium WebDriver. Okay, other 2 things we rarely use. Selenium IDE will never use. Okay, Selenium WebDriver, we automate the scenarios using Selenium WebDriver only. This is the mainly we concentrate Selenium WebDriver. And Selenium Grid, some projects might use. Okay, what are the benefits? What are the different tasks that these tools will do that we'll learn? Okay, so Selenium is a set of tools: Selenium IDE, Selenium WebDriver, and Selenium Grid. So previously we have Selenium RC. RC is nothing but not Ramcharan Tej. RC is nothing but remote control. Okay, Selenium RC was merged into Selenium WebDriver long back, and then they made Selenium 2. And again, they have improved some more coding changes they have made, some more functionalities they've added in Selenium. Okay, some more changes they have made, and they released at Selenium 3. The current version, again, they have made some more improvements, and the current version is Selenium 4. The latest version is Selenium 4. Okay, that I haven't shown in the slide, but yeah, the latest version is Selenium 4, not 3. Recently, we got released. Last year, September or October, it got released, Selenium 4 version. Okay. So these are the different tools available. So we'll know what is Selenium IDE, what is WebDriver, and what is Grid. Okay. So what is Selenium IDE? So IDE is nothing but integrated development environment. So Selenium IDE is a tool where we can record our tests and playback our tests like a video. So how we record video and play whenever we need. Similarly, Selenium IDE is a tool where we can record the user actions. Like you click on the record button and do whatever you want on the application, the script will generate automatically. Okay. And then once the script is generated, you can stop the recording. And when you play it, whatever you did, the same thing it will do again. It will launch the browser, it will do whatever you did. Okay. Click on record button and do whatever actions you want manually. So those will be recorded and will be stored in Selenium IDE tool, that particular tool. And we can play back whenever we need. Okay. So Selenium IDE, Selenium Integrated Development Environment is the simplest framework in Selenium suite. In the complete Selenium suite, this is the simplest framework and is very easy to learn. That is the reason we are not going to learn now. We're going to learn at the end of the course. Okay, we are going to learn Selenium WebDriver only. Okay, as of now. So it's a record and playback tool. Okay, it's a simple tool. No one will use for automation purpose. It's just a record and playback tool. If you want to give any demo, what are the benefits of Selenium and all, if you want to give any demo to the clients and all, simply you can use this tool and you can record the actions and you can perform some demo. But this is not used for actual automation purpose. Okay, it's a Firefox plugin. It's not a Firefox plugin. It is also a Chrome plugin. It's a tool where we can install in our browser itself. Okay, we call it as plugin. It is a Firefox and also Chrome plugin. Now they are supporting for Chrome also. Okay, not only Firefox, we need to update the slide. So Firefox or Chrome, we can install this particular plugin in the browser itself, and we can use this particular tool. However, because of its simplicity, Selenium IDE should only be used as prototyping tool. Okay, whenever you want to give some demo kind of, so then you can use this, not for actual automation purpose. You cannot automate multiple scenarios or regression testing. You cannot automate. So if you want to create more advanced test cases, right, we will need to use Selenium WebDriver. Okay, so Selenium WebDriver is the main tool that we are going to learn. Selenium IDE and Grid also we will learn, but end of the course once Selenium Grid is WebDriver is completed. Okay. So this is about Selenium IDE. So any questions?
No, sir.
So when we see, we'll come to know what exactly record and playback means, how to record tests, user actions. Then Selenium WebDriver. So Selenium WebDriver is also open source, right? So it's a collection of APIs. API is nothing but application programming interface. It's nothing but Selenium is providing set of classes, interfaces, methods, where we can use those methods for our automation purpose. Okay, if you want to enter some text, normally you do manually, open and enter the text. If Selenium wants to do that, there is some implementation is there, some coding they have written. So that is the reason we have to use that particular methods or something like that, and we can enter text or click on the button. So whatever the user actions that we are doing manually, the same things we can do using Selenium, because they are providing set of classes, interfaces, methods where those perform these kind of operations. API is nothing but application programming interface. It's a collection of classes, set of interfaces which Selenium is providing, and methods. Obviously, in classes we have methods. So it's an open source collection of APIs which is used for testing web applications. It mainly supports browsers like these are the browsers it will support: Firefox, Chrome, Safari, when we're talking about Mac OS, and then Internet Explorer, Edge, and Opera. These are the different browsers that we can automate. So WebDriver also enables you to use a programming language in creating your test scripts like Java, Python, C#, JavaScript, and Ruby. These are the 5 languages that Selenium supports. Selenium WebDriver supports, not Selenium. Selenium in the sense, Selenium IDE also comes under Selenium only. So Selenium WebDriver support, you need to mention specifically. In your resume, you might have seen Selenium WebDriver, working on Selenium WebDriver with Java, right? This is the Selenium WebDriver where you can choose any programming language. Okay. And the next one is Selenium Grid. So why Selenium Grid is used? Selenium Grid runs multiple tests across different platforms, different operating systems parallelly. Okay. So using Selenium Grid, what we can do is when you run the script, the same scripts will run in different machines. We can connect to different machines also. Parallelly, we can run. Okay. So Selenium Grid runs multiple tests across different browsers and operating systems. Not only different browsers, in different machines, in different browsers we can run at a single point of time. That is why Selenium Grid is used, parallel execution. Okay. So Selenium Grid runs multiple tests across different browsers, operating systems, and machines in parallelly. That is the use of Selenium Grid. Okay. So now we have to concentrate mainly on the Selenium WebDriver part because we are using Java language where we automate our scenarios using Selenium WebDriver. Okay. So we will see this. Clear, everyone?
Yes, sir.
Sir, Selenium IDE is used for Windows applications, sir.
No. Whatever the Selenium that you are doing, everything will support only web-based applications only. Windows-based applications, Selenium never support.
Okay, sir. Okay, sir.
Right. But Selenium IDE, we don't use any scripting, any programming language, you don't use. It's just a record and playback tool, simple tool. Okay. But Selenium WebDriver, we have to write scripts in Java programming language because we learned Java. Okay. Any one of the programming language, we can write the scripts. Okay. So, but for that, we need to download some Selenium WebDriver, some API. We need this API is saying that this we need to download. How to download and how to write the code, we will see.
Okay, sir.
Right. And who developed Selenium? There is not only single person that who developed Selenium. Multiple people are developing the Selenium. Okay. It's a community-driven kind of. Not only single person is doing the stuff. Not only single person is owned this. Multiple persons started working on developing the Selenium. Okay. So the first person like Jason Huggins, he started in 2004. Okay. He don't want to repeatedly test the same thing. He just created some component, some JavaScript based, some small tool they have created, and he named it Selenium Core. Okay. And later Selenium Remote Control, we call it a Selenium 1 also. Okay. Selenium RC Remote Control came into picture. So where we need to start some engine and we need to test. Okay. And that is called a Selenium. The Paul Hammett. Okay, that is who is the Paul Hammett is the person who started Selenium Remote Control. Okay. So that is not, there are many disadvantages like start the server and there are different things are there. So based on the disadvantages that we have, they started creating Selenium WebDriver where we directly use programming language and we start our own coding kind of. No need to start any server, no need to do any external third-party things we don't need to include. Okay. So later Selenium Grid got done by Patrick and then Selenium IDE came into picture, then Selenium WebDriver. So slowly they started, different people implementing different stuff. And later Selenium RC itself is not there. Selenium 1 is not there. They have merged into Selenium WebDriver and named it as Selenium 2. And then they have improved something and they named it as Selenium 3. And latestly, again, they have improved and they released a version called Selenium 4. The latest version is Selenium 4. Okay. So, and also Selenium, we have APM also. Okay. From Selenium 3, we have APM also. APM is nothing but extensions to Selenium kind of, where we automate mobile-based applications. Okay. APM is a tool which supports mobile-based application automation. It's a add-on. It's a kind of additional to the Selenium kind of, Selenium WebDriver kind of. But we're not going to learn only APM, only we're going to learn Selenium. If you know Selenium, we can learn APM, that is easy. Only installation part, how to launch the virtual devices, those will matter. But remaining, most of the concepts will remain the same. Okay. So
sir, are
this
you
is
going
about
to cover Selenium 4 also?
Yeah, currently we're trying to work on Selenium 4 only. The latest version of Selenium only.
Okay, sir. Okay.
Okay, that's about Selenium. Any questions? If no questions, then we start, okay, installing Selenium, installation of Selenium. Okay, first let us go to the official website of Selenium. Okay, let us go to first official website of Selenium and see how it looks like. Okay, selenium.dev. This is the official website of Selenium. Selenium.dev. This is the official website of Selenium. Okay. So yeah. So now if you see, this is the home page of Selenium. This is a launching page. Okay, if you see getting started, here you can see there are 3 components are available: Selenium WebDriver, Selenium IDE, and Selenium Grid. If you want to learn, you can go to read more and you can learn whatever you want. Okay, there are 3 different. You can get started with Selenium WebDriver. The first one they have mentioned is Selenium WebDriver. Okay, Selenium IDE and Selenium Grid. Okay, and then next one is we'll go to download section, right? Okay, we'll go to download section. We can download Selenium Grid. The latest version is 4.1.2. The starting letter, starting digit, if you see, that is 4. The version is 4. The latest version is 4. To be precise, 4.1.2. The current version is going is 4.1.2. This is for Selenium Grid. Now, what we have to do, we have to download Selenium WebDriver, not Grid, right? Selenium IDE, it's a plugin where we can install in Chrome or Firefox. Okay, we can download Selenium Grid or we can download the Selenium WebDriver. So Selenium Grid we are not going to download. If you want to download, you can click on this. Now we have to download the Selenium WebDriver. Selenium WebDriver support different languages, right? Okay, so we can Selenium, those we call it whatever the API that we're going to download. Selenium, we call it as Selenium language bindings. For each and every language, we have to download separately, kind of. Okay, if you want to download Selenium WebDriver, that we can download in the corresponding language. If you see, there is an option called Java. Okay, okay, we have for C#, Ruby, Java, Python, and JavaScript. Multiple languages it will support. The current version which is going on for Java is 4.1.2. Okay, this is a stable version. Okay, if you want to download Selenium, just click on this 4.1.2 below the Java. Okay, click on that. Selenium WebDriver language bindings will be downloaded. The library, Selenium library. The library contains set of classes, interfaces where we can use those features to automate web applications. Okay.
Hello, sir.
So it is getting downloaded. Yeah, who is this?
Yes, sir. Manohar, sir.
Yeah, Manohar, ask me.
Yeah, sir. If we know the if we know the basic things of the Java and we are working on that, and if we know the same thing on Python, if we work on that, if we can download Python and we can work on that, right?
Yeah, you can work, but you should learn Selenium also in Python. Python programming language is fine, but you should know Selenium. You should learn Selenium in Python. Currently, we are learning Java, Selenium. As of now, we have started learning Selenium, right? We know Java, which is nothing but we cannot automate. You should learn Selenium also. Similarly, the syntax will change for Python also. You should learn Selenium in Python. It will take around 1 week to learn if you know already Selenium. Okay.
Okay.
So I have downloaded the Selenium Java bindings, language bindings. I'll open this download section where it is downloaded. This is a language bindings. Let me cut this and I'll put it in some folder. So let me put in C drive under the soft. Here I'm going to create a new folder or I'm going to paste it here. This is a Selenium Java. It's a zip file. Okay, if you see, it's looking like a zip file. We need to extract this. Okay, so right click and you will find an extract option, extract all in your machine. Right click on the folder and click on extract all. Right, and under which folder you want to extract? The same folder name. I want to extract the content which is there in the zip file into some other folder. Okay, click on extract. Okay, that's it. So delete the existing zip folder because we already extracted this. This is an extracted folder and this is a downloaded folder. Delete this file. We don't need this anymore. And this is the extracted folder. If you see here, there are multiple jar files are available with .jar extension. So these are the different files with .jar extension. Okay, there are different files are available, everything with a .jar extension. So these files we have to use. Inside these jar files, we have different classes, different interfaces will be available where we can use those. We can import those classes and we can use those. We can import those packages and we can use those, right? So these are nothing but the Selenium Java language bindings. We have to use these things in our project so that we can write our script in Selenium. So let me delete this notice license. These are not required. Let us keep it like this only as of now. And again, in the lib folder also, you have some jar files. Okay. We have in Selenium folder, we have under lib folder, we have some jar files. And here also we have some jar files. Okay, we have to use all these jar files to write our Selenium script. So this is about downloading part. And now to how to install. There is no installation. So once you create a project, we just need to refer these libraries so that you can start writing your program. So let me create a Java project like Selenium project. Okay. So till now we are working on Java practice, some project called Java practice, right? Now I am going to create one more project. File, new. I'm going to create a Java project. Click on Java project. So give the project name. I'm giving a Selenium practice. Something like this. Selenium practice or Selenium sessions, whatever. And then you can select the Java version. If Eclipse is providing the latest version of Java, which is 17, that is fine. You can choose Selenium 17 here. Mine is an old version of Eclipse. That is the reason only till 16 I have. That is fine. Or else you can download and you can refer. How we exactly we have referred previously, JRE we have added, right? Similarly, you can refer the JDK also. The downloaded JDK also can refer. Installation of JDK into Eclipse. Forgot? Okay, fine. So as of now, give the project name and click on finish. That's it. And it is asking you to create a module name. No, I don't want to create. Don't create. So this is a project I got. Selenium practice project. Where currently it is referring Java 16. Okay, because Eclipse is providing this Java feature. So if you want to give your own Java that you have downloaded and installed, you can give that. Whatever the downloaded version that you have, you can change this JRE library. Okay, that's fine. As of now, I'm keeping it like that only. And now, in this project, under the source folder, we need to create a package where we can start writing our test cases. Okay, normally we have to create some class where we can write our test case under main method, correct? So here also you want to write some Selenium script. Here I can create some class, and inside that I should have a main method, and then I need to write some script. Okay, so let me create a package. Selenium demo, some package I'm creating Selenium demo, something like that. And inside the package, I'm creating a class Selenium script. First script or Selenium first script. Okay. So I need public static void main to start out my program, right? And click on finish. I created a class Selenium first script. Inside the main method, now I'm going to write a Selenium code. Okay. So to write the Selenium code, so normally this project it's not have any Selenium related libraries. Okay, right? So we downloaded and we kept in C drive. That's it. We haven't referred our libraries to this particular project. So we need to refer here. Then we can write our Selenium script, right? So how to install that? How to refer so that our project contains whatever you want to write Selenium code, you can write it. So whatever it is in C drive, that we need to refer it here in our project. For that purpose, right click on the project, right? We have to load all those jar files that we have downloaded into our project. We have to load, then only we can write Selenium script. So right click on the project, go to build path. Okay, right click on the project, go to build path and go to configure build path. Okay, configure build path. Here, click on the class path, right? Click on the class path. Here, right side, if you see, there is an option called add external jars. Add external jars. Just click on add external jar. Those are the jar files that we have downloaded externally, right? Those are not inbuilt jar files. Those jar files, those is nothing but the Selenium client libraries we have downloaded. Those jar files we're trying to load to the project so that we can start our programming in Selenium. So we have to add external jar files. Click on add external jar files. So we add the location. We'll get a window pop up like this. We need to go to that particular location. So currently I have put all the jar files under C drive, under softs, under Selenium Java. This is a folder which I have extracted. So select that. We have different jar files available. So select all those jar files apart from the library folder. Select all the different jar files and click on open. So all those are loaded here. And also we need to add few more jar files, right? Again, click on class path, add external jars. Now go to library folder, lib folder. Add all these things also. Control all and click on control all, select all the things and click on open. So we have added all the different jar files which Selenium is providing so that we can start writing our script. Now click on apply and click on apply and close. Now if you see, we got a reference library section. Previously it was not there. We got a reference library section where we can see all the added jar files here, Selenium jar files. Okay, this is the reference libraries name. Name is reference libraries. Under this, we can see what are the different jar files that we have added for Selenium. So this is our installation of Selenium. In Selenium installation, nothing but this is the installation. Download the jar files and load it to the project so that we can start writing the program, Selenium programs. Script, Selenium script, not program. We can Selenium script. Okay. Now let us write some script, sample script. Okay. So what exactly Selenium will do? Selenium, main purpose of Selenium is to automate web applications, which is nothing but whatever the user actions that we are doing. So those Selenium will do instead of us. But we need to write some script. So if you are trying to open the web browser, correct? You normally manually, if you want to test, open the web browser. Normally launch some application, your application. You launch application, flipkart.com, something like that. You launch, and then what you do? You enter some text here, or you enter login. If it's a login page, you enter some text here. So all these things, user actions that you're doing manually. So all these things Selenium will do, but we need to write some script. It will launch the browser. It will open the URL. Once the launch in the browser, it will open the corresponding application. It will enter the text. It will click on the buttons. Whatever you tell Selenium to do, it will do. But you need to write the corresponding code. Okay. So Selenium automates the user actions, what we are doing manually, right? So now we have downloaded the Selenium and installed in our Eclipse for our project. Now let us launch the Chrome browser. I want to launch the Chrome browser. So to launch the Chrome browser, this is the statement that we need to write. We need to create an object of Chrome driver. Okay. So Chrome browser, if you want to launch, there is a class called Chrome driver that we have to create an object. How to create an object? New Chrome driver. See, we have a Chrome driver, which is from org.openqa.selenium.chrome.chrome driver. This is a package where it is coming from. So obviously it will get imported, obviously, because it is in some other package. This is our package, right? So this is the object creation, and we have to refer it to some parent, right? So for that, we need to write WebDriver, and you have to give some name, whatever the name you want, driver. And you need to import WebDriver also. So WebDriver is coming from org.openqa.selenium. Okay. So this is the statement we need to write to launch the Chrome browser. Okay. Okay. This is a script. So WebDriver, this is a reference variable while creating an object, and then is equal to new Chrome driver, where WebDriver is an interface, where Chrome driver is a class which is implementing the WebDriver interface. Okay. Okay, directly or indirectly. So the Chrome driver is implementing WebDriver. It's an interface where this class is implementing the WebDriver interface. We know about interfaces, right? Where we can implement the unimplemented methods in a class only. So this Chrome driver is a class where it is implementing the WebDriver interface. That is the reason I give it parent reference and then child object. Okay, this statement will launch the Chrome browser. Okay, let us run this, whether it will launch the Chrome browser or not. If it is not launching, something wrong with the code, we will fix it. Okay, it's not launching. So we got an issue. So what exactly it is saying? The path to the driver executable must be set by the WebDriver.Chrome.driver. Okay, it is saying something. You have to set some property. It is saying you missed something before launching the Chrome browser. Okay. So to know this, first we need to know WebDriver architecture. How exactly WebDriver works. Okay. If you write this code, it doesn't mean that it will launch the Chrome browser. So we have to write some other code where we can helps us to launch the Chrome driver. So for that purpose, we need to know the WebDriver architecture. So what exactly WebDriver architecture will be having? So we'll see that. Now we are going to learn about simple WebDriver architecture. So we have, this is a Chrome browser, right? This is a Chrome browser where I want to launch the Chrome browser using Selenium. For that, what I downloaded the client libraries from Selenium website. Okay, these are the client libraries. I have loaded. These are the Selenium Java client libraries. Using it, I have written some script to launch the Chrome browser. Okay, some script I have written. Correct or not? In Eclipse. Okay, I have downloaded the Selenium WebDriver and I'm writing some script so that it should open the Chrome browser. Okay, this is a Chrome browser. I'm trying to open it. Okay, but we cannot open directly. There is an intermediary layer will be there. That we call it as drivers. Those we call it as drivers. For every browser, we have a driver associated with it. For every browser, there is a driver. So for if you want to work with the Chrome browser, we have a Chrome driver that we need to download. If you want to work with there is some other application that we need, some other tool that we need to download. It's not a tool, some other file that we need to download. If you want to work with Chrome browser, we need to download Chrome driver. If you want to work with Edge browser, you want to download the Edge driver. There is an intermediary layer will be there where we cannot directly communicate with the browser. We have to communicate with the driver. First, we need to tell the driver what exactly we want to perform. The driver will ask the Chrome browser to perform. It will help, the driver will help us to Chrome browser to perform. This is the intermediate layer that we have where it helps us to launch the browser. Okay, so how to download these drivers? For every browser, we have a separate driver. Clear? So how to download this file and how to refer in our script. Okay, because this helps us to launch the Chrome browser. So this is a correct statement. We can launch the browser, but we have to provide the driver info also. So how to download the driver? So for that, again, go to the official website. Okay, and then go to documentation section. Here it won't be having. Okay, you have to go to documentation section. Go to documentation section and click on left side WebDriver because we are dealing with WebDrivers. Click on WebDriver and click on getting started and click on install drivers. We have installed libraries, right? Selenium libraries we have installed in Eclipse. Now we have to install driver, the corresponding driver. For every browser, we have a separate driver. Currently, we are working with Chrome browser, so we have to install Chrome driver. So click on install drivers. Come down. Okay. So we have different browsers. We have Chrome, Firefox, Edge, Internet Explorer, Safari. For every browser, we have a separate download section where we can download the corresponding driver. So now I'm working with Chrome. I want to download the Chrome driver. Now I have to click on this download option here. Click on downloads. Okay. There are multiple versions of the Chrome driver available. If you see here, there are multiple versions of the Chrome driver are available. Okay. Which version you want to download? That we should know, correct? Which version of the Chrome driver you have to download. Which version you have to download is based on your current browser version. So I have a Chrome, right? This Chrome has some version of the Chrome, correct? There are multiple versions of the Chrome might be available. So what is the Chrome version we have? The similar version of driver you have to download. So how to know the Chrome version? Your browser version. So click on these three dots here on the right side. Okay. And then go to more tools, not more tools. Click on help. Okay. So click on 3 dots and then click on help and go to about Google Chrome. Go to about Google Chrome section. So what is the version of your Chrome driver? So not browser. What is the version of your browser? So this is the version of your browser, 99.0.4844.82. Correct? So this is the version of your browser. So based on the version of your browser, you have to choose your corresponding driver. Okay. So this version we'll be having here. A second. Here, the same version you see here, 99.0, 99.0, right? 4844.82. So this is my version. Just check that 4844.82. Just a second. That version itself is not there. Okay, they haven't released the latest version. That is fine, no problem. So they will release in some time because my Chrome is up to date. You can download the latest version which you have if you don't find it. So current version is 99.0.51 is there. You can download that. Okay, you can click on that. So mostly try to download the latest version, whatever you have in the Chrome browser. And also click on Chrome driver for Windows. We are working with Windows, right? So we're not working with Linux machine. We are not using Mac OS machine. We are working with Windows machine. Just click on this Windows option, Chrome driver _ win32.zip file. So this file will be downloaded here. Okay. So show in folder, right? So this folder, I'm going to copy it again, and I'm putting it in my C drive again under socks. Okay. Again, I'm going to extract this folder which I downloaded. This is a driver, Chrome driver. Extract all. Click on extract. So extracted it. I don't want this file again. So this is a Chrome driver that we have. So this is the file we have downloaded. Chrome driver.exe. This is the extension .exe. This is not a jar file. Now we have to use this reference inside our project. Inside our scripting, we have to mention this. First, we have to mention the Chrome driver, where exactly is it located. So when we write the script writer communicates with Chrome driver, and then Chrome driver communicates with the browser. So now, how to refer this? So for that purpose, what I'm going to do is this complete Chrome driver. I'm going to keep it in some other folder. I'm naming it as drivers, and I'm pasting it here. This is the Chrome driver. So this is the path of the Chrome driver, right? Now, here I need to write some script before creating the Chrome driver object. We need to refer where exactly the Chrome driver is present. Now, we have to use this statement system.setProperty. Okay. Here it set property. Here we need to give two parameters. The first parameter is WebDriver.Chrome.driver. Everything in small letter. System.setProperty. So WebDriver.Chrome.driver. Everything should be in small letters. And then in the next parameter, we need to provide the path of the Chrome driver. Where exactly I have give the Chrome driver. So this is the path of the Chrome driver. Let me copy the path and put it in this double quotes. Okay. So normally you'll get these double slashes. That is fine. Don't give single slash. Give the double slash. Normally when we copy it, obviously you'll get double slash. One is the escape character. Okay. So that's fine. So this is how you have to give the path of the Chrome driver along with the Chrome driver name. Okay. Again, put double slash and the Chrome driver name you have to give. This is the .exe file, right? I'm going to copy this complete name of the Chrome driver.exe along with the path, the file name you have to mention. Okay. And then this Chrome driver.exe. This is how you have to give. Okay. This is the path that we need to give. Hope everyone clear? Okay, we have downloaded the driver which helps us to launch the browser. That is an intermediate layer that we need to refer. For every browser that you need to download the corresponding driver. Okay, so now we have different other drivers are there that we're going to see tomorrow. But as of now, for Firefox, we have to go to download section. For Edge, different browsers have different drivers. So as of now, we have given this. So now, if you run this, it will launch the Chrome browser. Okay. As of now, what we are struggling to launch the Chrome browser only till now. Okay, now we can launch it. So let me run this. Run as Java application. I need to save this file. Control S. Now run as Java application. Okay, it opened the Chrome browser. I didn't do anything. Okay, the Selenium opened the Chrome browser. Okay, now if I want to maximize, currently the Chrome browser which is open, default size it is open. Now normally if you want to open manually, you have to click on this icon here, scale box. The maximize will happen. So how to maximize using Selenium? So now once we created this, will launch the Chrome browser. This statement, the statement which I'm writing, it will maximize the Chrome browser. So driver dot, right? So from now onwards, what we have to do is we have to use this reference, driver reference. Okay. Now because we have created an object, we have to use different methods which are available in Chrome driver, so that it helps us to do different stuff. So driver dot manage again dot window dot maximize. So this statement helps us to maximize the window. Okay, driver dot manage. What we are going to manage? We are going to try to manage the window. So what we are going to do as part of window, we are trying to maximize it. Okay, so this statement helps us to open the maximize the browser. First, we are launching the browser. We have the default size. I'm trying to maximize the window. Now let me run this. Okay, done. Now once we maximize the window, what I'm trying to do is I just want to open some URL. Okay, I want to open some random website. Okay, let me open some website, testing website. So let me open this Orange HRM website. So this website I want to open. Okay, this is a URL. So how to open? Again, we have to write this line. So driver dot get. Okay, inside the get, in the double quotes, we need to pass the URL which you want to open. So this is the URL that I want to open. So copy this, paste it here. So driver.get, inside the double quotes, you need to mention the what website you want to open, what application you want to open. So now what we are doing, we are launching the browser, we are maximizing the window, and we are trying to open the URL once we open the browser. Okay, so let me run this. Okay, Selenium opened the browser, it maximized it, and we are able to launch the application also. Okay, that's about the sample first script that we have written. Sample script. Okay, clear everyone? Let me close it manually. So this is how we have to write the code to launch the browser and open the application.
Sir,
Clear,
why
everyone?
we getting pop-up message in console in red color, sir? Is there any error?
No, there is no error. So this is the information that is providing. This is not an error. Just an information. Yeah.
Sir, and one more thing, in real scenario, so if developers develop any application and if he's going to give URL for testing purpose, this how we need to check, right, sir? The fourth line, what you did in driver.get.
Yes. There we need to give our application. Yes.
Okay, sir.
But in the framework, they will be giving it some other location. So normally, whatever we have, so normally not only developers will be giving us. Normally we have this information, what URL that we are going to test, what are the different environments. Even the testers have that information, right? So we have to specify the corresponding URL here in this location. But in the framework, you're not writing like this, the scripts one by one. Okay, you're in the framework wise, how exactly you're going to implement that will be different somewhat. So that we'll see later point of time. But at least we have to use driver.get statement only. Inside this, we need to pass the URL only.
Okay, sir.
That's what we have to do.
Copy, sir.
So this is about the script, sample script. So remaining things we will see tomorrow.
For every time we have to paste the location, right, sir?
Every time?
Every time we have to paste the location, WebDriver, Chrome driver, that set
No,
properly.
every time it is not required. Only once before starting the creation of the Chrome driver. First, we need to tell where it is the Chrome driver is available. Only once we need to write.
Yeah, in the first.
First, yes. Okay.
Sir, for practicing purpose, if I create some packages and all, so
Okay.
if I want to save those files, Control S is the shortcut key, sir. Or
Yeah, Control S. Control
Control.
S.
The package
Yeah.
will be saved automatically. Okay, sir.
No, class will be saved, not package.
Okay, sir. Class will be
If you're
saved.
writing something normally,
Uh-huh.
so you'll see the star mark here at the class level, which is nothing but the class is not saved. You can use
Okay.
Control S, or else you can click this save icon here.
Okay, sir. Okay, sir.
If you want to save all the files, you have to use Control Shift S,
Okay, sir. Okay, sir.
or else you can click on this icon. That's fine.
Okay,
So
sir. Fine, sir.
So that's about for today's class. Any other questions?
No, sir.
Okay.
But I not
So
good
from tomorrow at
recordings.
least
Recordings on.
recordings.
I not good updated any recordings regarding 2 days, last 2 days, 3 days.
No, it is already there. Recordings. It is there, right? Recordings are available, right? I think everyone can see it.
Yesterday
I
is
don't.
not available.
Pardon?
Yesterday's recording is not uploaded, so still exception handling it's there.
Did you check today? It is available. Yesterday night I have uploaded.
It is available, sir.
Yeah. It will be there. You can check morning time because every night around 12:30, 1 o'clock I will be uploading the videos. Okay. Morning time you can check every day. So yeah. Any other questions? Any other queries?
No, sir. Thank you, sir.
Okay. So from tomorrow you'll be at least we'll get some interest, hopefully. Okay. Till now I don't know
Fine,
how we have
fine.
learned Java. So at least we'll get some interest on Selenium concept. Okay, that's it. So tomorrow we'll see at the same
Sir,
time. Okay.
still how many days you're going to take this Selenium class, sir? Are
I'm
we end
target
of
to
this?
I'm target to complete by next week by taking
Okay.
some extra classes also. So
Okay.
normally it will take around 2 weeks of time for Selenium. So we'll target to complete by next weekend. We'll see.
Okay, sir. Sir, after Selenium, sir?
After Selenium, we have the syllabus sheet, right? So we have some frameworks.
Yes, sir.
TestNG,
Cucumber.
Page Object Model, Maven, Cucumber, everything
Okay.
will learn.
Fine, sir.
Sir, I didn't get the syllabus sheet, sir.
You are from
I'm Tulasi.
Tulasi, you didn't get.
No, sir, I didn't get.
Your Roger candidate.
Johnson.
Logic.
Yeah.
Okay,
Raju, I guess.
can you please ping me? You're in the group, right? Please ping me.
Yes, sir. I will.
Right. Thanks, everyone. Thanks for joining the session. Yeah, bye bye. Have a nice day.
Thank you, sir. Bye, sir.
Thank you, sir.